Why playing games? They don't want no problems with me. My got good. You know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Hey, Detroit! Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now here's the first carry for Ameer Abdullah. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
4 down. Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 45.
4 down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. To throw on second is Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 20! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Watson off play action. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good... And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
This will be fielded at the 6. A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A handoff to Abdullah. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now again, this is Abdullah. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lucky 56.
90 is a bite. Hey.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Out of the gun now on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now it's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and it's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's off the mark, incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height...
And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Richmond! Tiger!
Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Reset! Tiger!
Watson on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They run again on first down. Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come back, come back.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jeremy Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now.
Here we go.
A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun, 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 gun.
They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Gun, 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 gun.
On first down, Abdullah. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. in field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Richmond.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, come back. Do jet. Richmond.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper is complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Down. Green, down.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They run. Abdullah. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
36. Tiger.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Dancing away at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Watson now to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, 4 down.
Down. Blue 80.
Get him.
They'll run with Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And the Bills getting set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
We got 3. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go back to Abdullah on first. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run with Abdullah. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
There you go. 4 down. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
They run it again with Cook. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
He trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
3-19.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. He'll drop to throw. This is screen to Abdullah. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bills send the punter out. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
We got double tight. Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down. Down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Check. Check. Down. Green the line. Green the line. Mike's 49. Now watch run. Watch run.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Hey.
And they'll indeed take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Houston, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look